How is it going, everybody? You're watching Then About Tech, and today I'm going to explain you why you shouldn't shut down your Mac every night, every day after you use it. Like as a habit, so you use your Mac normally and then every single day as a routine, you go ahead and shut it down. Well, you shouldn't do it, and I'm going to explain you why, and it's super easy to understand. So, after you use your Mac, you pretty much have two options. Option number one, you go ahead and you shut it down, like I just showed you, or option number two, you can put it to sleep by clicking here or by simply closing your Mac. And please keep in mind that I'm using here a MacBook Air, but you can use this whole explanation for all Macs. So for MacBooks, for iMacs, Mac Minis, absolutely all Macs, because all of them have the sleep feature, all right? So since we have those two options, a lot of people tend to think that the best option is to go ahead and shut it down, simply because you're, in theory, gonna preserve the Mac better, because when you shut it down, it's completely off. So you're not using any processing power, you're not using the battery, you're not using anything. So then you're gonna have, in theory, like a longer lifespan on your device if you go ahead and shut it down. So then it's not in use all night, every single night. But that's actually quite the opposite. And I'm gonna explain you why it's the opposite, and I'm gonna explain you why shutting down your Mac can do and generally will do more harm than good. Because when you go ahead and shut down your Mac, among other things, you are clearing the RAM memory, you are closing all your applications, and of course, you are resetting a lot of the parameters on the operating system on Mac OS. And as I said, in theory, this may be a good thing, right? I mean, you're clearing everything, and then the next day, you're gonna open it up from the top. And that's the bad thing. That's why this is bad. Because if you go ahead and you shut down, the next morning, every single next morning, every next day, when you turn it on, when you boot it up, you're gonna need to reload everything from scratch. You're gonna need to open up all the applications and load their current state. You're gonna need to relocate all the RAM memory and all of the system parameters and everything like that. So then if you create this habit of shutting down your Mac every day, you're gonna have this activity every single morning that will demand more from your Mac. It'll demand more processing, it'll demand more battery, and overall, it's bad optimization of your machine, because in fact what you're doing is demanding more of your battery, demanding more of your processor, and of course wasting more time. It's gonna take much longer for your computer to load everything every single day if you shut it down the night before. So then at the end of the day, if you go here, for example, to your system preferences and you tap on battery, and then you go to battery once again, we have here battery health. Instead of actually preserving more of your maximum capacity, you're doing the opposite. By forcing your Mac to every single day do all of this loading, all of this processing, all of this relocating, it's gonna be worse for your maximum capacity in the long run. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but you can check the maximum capacity on your Mac super easy by checking those steps right here. So then the other possibility is, of course, to go ahead and put it to sleep. So then it's quite the opposite. And putting it to sleep is exactly what you should do. It's what the Mac is actually built for. Because when you put your Mac to sleep, even though it'll be turned on, it won't be completely off, of course. If you go ahead and close here your Mac or put it to sleep in the menu, as I mentioned, it'll be turned on, but it's optimized. It's completely optimized. So it won't drain pretty much anything from your battery. So your battery will be in a low power state, so that it'll drain pretty much nothing. Same thing with your processing power, it won't be processing pretty much anything. Same thing with your RAM memory, it'll be used as it should. So it will be optimized, and then it'll run everything in the background exactly how it should. And same thing with those apps that'll be open in the background. So then it's optimized and it's efficient. So then when you go ahead and open up your computer or you press on any key, so then it wakes up, it'll be ready for you, everything will be where it should be, and then you'll be ready to use your Mac the best way and the way it's intended to be used. And on top of that, while your computer, while your Mac is sleeping, it's also updating important stuff. So then it's loading new mail, updating notifications and things like that. So then you open it up, it'll be ready for you, as I said, completely updated. So as I said, it's built for this, it's made for this. The sleep feature exists because it's supposed to be used. And following the same logic, I have another video here on the channel where I talk about this, the habit of closing out manually all your apps all the time, every single time. A lot of people do this. A lot of people close out all the apps because they're thinking they're clearing the memory and all of that. Trust me, that's not what you should do, and it follows the same explanation. If you want to check out this video, I'm going to put a card right here, link in the description. Go check it out and understand why you shouldn't close, you shouldn't quit all your apps. Don't do it. So then you should be asking yourself if you should never, absolutely never shut down your Mac. If you should put it to sleep every single day for days, weeks, months, and straight years. And the answer is no. I mean, you shouldn't be as radical as never shutting down your Mac. In fact, there are some benefits of shutting down your Mac. The whole point of this video is the fact that you shouldn't turn it off. You shouldn't shut it down every single day as a daily routine, but you should shut down your Mac every once in a while. And when? When exactly should you do it? Well, Apple won't tell us the exact number, the exact days. Apple just won't give us this figure, but I can tell you based on my experience of over 12 years doing this, using Macs, and being a specialist on this subject. My recommendation, and this is what I personally do, is I shut down my Mac, and not only my Mac, but all my Apple devices. So my iPhone, my iPad, my Apple Watch, at least once a week. I do it once a week. Some people do it twice a week, some people every 2 days, but I think that's too often. Once a week has proven to be perfect from my personal experience. Because of course, when you shut down your Mac, you are in fact clearing the RAM memory, closing some apps that over time can become problematic. Your operating system as a whole, after a week of using it every day, may become a little bit slow. So then shutting it down once a week will solve those problems, and then you have the best of both worlds. You'll be erasing the memory, you'll be clearing the applications and reopening and making the operating system fluid because you're shutting it down, but you're not doing it every single day, which is bad. So then you're using the sleep feature. So then sleep feature every day and then shut down once a week. So then you have the best of both worlds. And on top of that, when you shut down your Mac, that's when it automatically updates the software. So that's why it's important to do it once a week as well. You'll get the best of both worlds, and then that's it. You're good. That's my recommendation, and I hope that's helpful and it makes sense and it creates value to you. All right? So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to hit your like button, subscribe button, and little bell icon, and hit the comment box down below to let me know what you thought about the video. Your feedback is super important. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video as usual. Bye bye.